Hello to all of my TNA soldiers. Welcome to a very special birthday edition of TNA Q&A today with General Isaac 420. Speaking of 420, I just had a fat birthday blunt and I have officially lowered and dropped all of my inhibitions. I am now going to speak the truth and only the truth coming at you live, uncensored, unfiltered, and most certainly not PG. So, today I posted a thread over on No DQ forums, and this thread allowed people to ask questions. If this is your first time watching TNA Q&A over on YouTube on the TNA General's channel, we have a wrestling group over on Facebook, NoDQ.com, Wrestling Discussion. Just search No DQ and you will find it. It is a phenomenal group ran by phenomenal administrators such as myself, the TNA General, John Dowell, Gary McFly, Ram, Cody Collins, and of course our supreme leader, Aaron Rift. It's a fucking awesome group and you should join. Every once in a while I will post a thread and people get to ask their real wrestling questions to the TNA General. That is an honor. You should be bestowed and blessed with this honor every so often. I, as the TNA General, promise to deliver. For today is the General's name day. I officially turned 26 years old today. And let me tell you what that means, little dudes. I turned 26. That means I have one extra year under my belt. One extra year of wrestling. From total nonstop action, global force, worldwide impact professional wrestling. I have an extra 1 year of real wrestling knowledge under my belt. And I could say that I've watched TNA Impact Professional Wrestling for 1 more year. I've been watching TNA for 10 years. I fucking love TNA. It is the greatest show. It has turned me into a believer in an age where wrestling otherwise is pretty much dead and gone. So, with that being said, let me get to your real wrestling questions. First question today was actually a private message to me by the queen and the priestess of the TNA soldiers, Beverly Garrett. Now, Beverly has a little bit of technical difficulties getting back into the group. It's a complicated administrator situation, and we are working on it diligently. Beverly will be back in the group. But Beverly's in my other group, TNA Soldiers. Anybody who likes real good groups with good wrestling discussion and quality people, join TNA Soldiers. Phenomenal group. So, the priestess herself, the beautiful Beverly, asks, my question is this. General Isaac, can you please comment on the invasion of WWE by the hashtag TNA Army? Joe has the NXT title, AJ will soon have the WWE World title, and the Dudleys will soon have their tag team titles. Can you further glorify the takeover of WWE by the TNA Army? Bev, my queen, there's nothing for me to further elaborate on. You've hit the nail on the damn head, baby. You've hit it on the damn head. And let me tell you something. The invasion is real and it is happening. A visionary like Madam President Dixie Carter doesn't go into things half-assed. She's a fucking brilliant mastermind. She's our queen. She's ran the company strong and ran it with an iron fist while providing the love and nurture of a mother towards the talent and towards us, the fans. Madam President Dixie Carter knows exactly what she's doing. Every seed is planted for a reason and will sprout and pop when it's time. Pop on pop. That's what we do. Also, Mr. Blessing Isaac, who's a huge WWE fanboy, okay? This guy has been talking smack about my queen, Beverly. How dare you, you irrelevant, nobody, vanilla midget leash. Didn't I hang you like a couple of weeks ago, bro? Before I became admin? Or was it a couple of months ago? I don't even remember. I'm high as fuck. Blessing, I hung you, bro. You were my victim in my road to administratorship. And now I am here ruling iron fist. Strong. I'm running No DQ like a general should. And I'm fair and unbalanced. Just like Fox News. So, Beverly had a message for you, Mr. Blessing. What you gonna do, brother? I'm coming for you. Well, not exactly. I'm a big Hulk Hogan mark. But Beverly is basically coming for you, Blessing, and she's gonna take out the trash. Like I said, I left you hanging with a noose around your neck. you've somehow managed to crawl back, and somehow you've survived. My queen, the priestess of the TNA army, will come, and she will smite you down, boy. She will smite you down! And take you out, like the vermin that you are. Let us continue. A question from Rudely Jean. Why is fake shit $9.99? Because fake vanilla midget shit should be $9.99. I'm gonna go back and quote King Dana White. What did he say when the fan tweeted him about Seth Rollins? You know, he's like, oh, this shit's $9.99. And Dana White said, you know what? Fake shit should be $9.99, bitch. He owned his ass. Because in the end of the day, $9.99 is nothing. I mean, that's literally pocket change for a man of my stature. But for you fanboys, though, $9.99, you know, you could be saving the entire month putting pennies together. Oh shit, I only got $9.98. Fuck! So you fanboys are a pathetic bunch. Because you're all unemployed, fat jackasses that sit on your asses and drink mama's Mountain Dew and eat mama's pizza rolls and tater tots, sitting in your damn double-wide trailers, watching the WWE Network on repeat until mama can't pay the bills next month and has to go around the corner to do some dirty work to get your $9.99. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You disgust me. All you fanboys. From Cody Collins. I just gotta say, I fucking love Cody Collins. Man, this guy is legit as fuck. Talk about an admin that kicks ass like the TNA General. Cody Collins is my boy, and he is officially under the protection of the TNA General. Not that he needs it. He's fucking badass. He can ban all you bitches. So kiss his ass. And kiss my ass. From Cody Collins. Dear General Isaac, this is the TNA Master Chief Cody 117. What do you think of WWE Entertainment even copying the New Japandas, and now their Bullet Club stable? It seems like all they do is copy everyone. Of course all they do is copy everyone, bro. The WWE hasn't had originality since Vince Russo left, bro. He left in 1999, and they've been shit ever since. I know. I watched it back then. You know, you kids haven't. And you're not going to watch that rated TV 14 stuff on the network because, you know, parental controls and shit. Your parents don't want you watching that shit, so you're only watching the PG shit. That means every one of these WWE fanboys watching right now have only watched from 2008 and onward, because that's when the PG era started. And if parental controls don't let you watch TV 14, guess what, bitch? You ain't watching the Attitude Era. So you're just sitting on the network watching TV PG shit. Oh, that cracks me up. What a bunch of fanboys. And to answer your question, yes, of course they copy everybody, bro. They copy TNA all the time. You remember Abyss and Joseph Park had that storyline with the split personality? Kane did a thing a month later, you know, the same shit. Oh, I have a split personality now. I'm Corporate Kane. Now I'm Demon Kane. Choke slamming shit. So, yeah, they copy him all the time. Divas Revolution, bitch, please. Knockouts Revolution been happening since 07. Roxy, Tyler Hendricks, Awesome Kong, Angelina Love, Velvet Sky. You know, we've had the Revolution going for a long time. Gail Kim, shit. Just 5 names right off the top of my head without even thinking. So we've been revolutionizing the industry for a long time. TNA is revolutionizing the industry to this very day. Question from Jamar LaRocco. Hey, happy birthday, General. This is my 5th time to ask a question. What is your thoughts on WWE firings this past day? Well, they're all nobodies. Like, they were all irrelevant nobodies that they fired, except for 2 guys that I actually like. And like I said, guys, I'll put over a WWE talent when they're good. I'll put them over because I am fair and unbiased, like Fox News. So I will put them over. Bad News Barrett, or should I say formerly known as Bad News Barrett, and Damian Sandow. 2 really outstanding talents that had more talent in their pinky than all these vanilla midgets will ever amount to in their entire lives. But they're getting rid of talented, entertaining people for the likes of midgets like Sami Zayn and Enzo Amore. Guy fucking injured himself, bro. His first pay-per-view match, and the guy... Concussion! What do I say, bro? What do I say? They're injury-prone. All these vanilla midgets are injury-prone. Enzo Amore got injured on his first pay-per-view. That doesn't look good. You know? He's done. Sami Zayn got injured on his debut. Freaking popped his shoulder, bro. He couldn't hang with a man like John Cena. Popped his fucking rotator cuff, bro. Out 6 to 9 months. Well, Seth Rollins, a guy that came up through NXT, out 6 to 9 months, shattered his ankle. Everybody's getting injured. Neville, another guy from NXT, injured. Get back in line. Everybody's been injured. There's no real men anymore today. You know, real guys that look and feel like wrestlers. Kevin Nash, bro. Oh, there's a specimen of a man. Just look at that physique. A giant, a monster, a wrestler. A real man. And he's been to jail, too. So he is a real man. Fucking Kevin Nash, bro. That's the epitome of real men. And you got little midgets like Ben Fowler getting injured. Oh, yeah, another guy that got injured. So, what's that, 6? I don't even know. I can't count right now. So, that's my point. They're going to let go of good talent to bring in midgets. And, you know, it is what it is. From Jeff Coleman, happy birthday, Mr. General. You truly are a scholar and a gentleman. On a scale of 1 to 100, how much bowls does WWE Entertainment suck and why? It sucks 10,000 bowls out of 100 because WWE sucks bowls. TNA is better. From Kevin, marry the lieutenant of the TNA soldier. Happy birthday, General Isaac. If you can sign any of the people the WWE let go this week to TNA, who would it be and why? I'm going to say Sandow, because Sandow's actually entertaining and he actually looks like a wrestler. And Bad News Barrett, bro. But Bad News Barrett's already coming. I announced this shit, bro. I always have the scoop, bro. When news comes from headquarters, bro, I'm the first one on the phone getting direct phone calls from Madam President Dixie Carter, bro. I got the latest scoop all the time. So I delivered the news that Sad Information Stu will be crossing the line and turning frowns upside down. Because Sad Information Stu has got some sad information for you, Vince. I'm taking over this joint, bitch. And there's nothing you or that fake entertainment shit can do about it. But I would like to have Mizdow. He was entertaining. A question from Steve Rogers. Do you see TNA signing the rest of the Bullet Club that WWE hasn't signed yet? Honestly, I don't even know who the hell's in the Bullet Club, bro. Like, as far as I'm concerned, they all look the same. And the fact is, they're all interchangeable. Because, like, what's his name? Finn Balor? He was there originally, wasn't he? They replaced him with Styles. Then he left, they replaced him with some guy that looks like Adam Sandler from that one movie. And now they're bringing in a whole bunch of people. They're interchangeable, bro. There's no quality. Quality over quantity, bitches. TNA may have less wrestlers, but it's all about quality over quantity. And that's the facts. Because General 420 only speaks the truth. Question from Gilberto Solario Jr. Dear Isaac, how many more people is Vince gonna fire? I don't give a shit, bro. They could fire the whole damn roster. If I was running the WWE Entertainment, that whole roster would have been canned a long time ago. I would have brought the TNA roster over. Which, incidentally, it's what they're doing. Yeah, that's another question. I'm going to get into that in a second, because I have a question about that. Next question from Kevin Mary. Another question from the Lieutenant. How hot does Madison Rayne look in this pic? And I got a pixelated, yet super sexy picture of Madison Rayne here, with her cleavage popping out, giving a sexy look to the General. Oh my god, what a goddess. 10 out of 10. If you guys want to see the picture, you're going to have to go on this thread and look it up. Oh, this is what I've been waiting for. From our long-lost friend, Jacob Mitchell Laub, a.k.a. the director of Butthurt. Should TNA sign George Zimmerman? That dude is the top heel in the USA. Bro, there's a reason you're my director of Butthurt and an elite member of the TNA Army, because great minds think alike, bro. George Zimmerman is the epitome of real man. Bro, just look at the fucking guy. He's buff as shit, bro. He fucking killed someone, bro. I mean, he should have a little teardrop tattoo going over here. He fucking killed someone. And he's been in jail, bro. And everyone was sucking on his nuts while he was in jail. Because George Zimmerman's a real man, bro. That should be his gimmick, bro. Prisoner gimmick. Oh, my God. What a fucking badass. Imagine George Zimmerman versus the real man, Bram. Too much man for anybody to handle. Except for the General, of course. Because the General is a real man, like Bram, Crimson, George Zimmerman. Chad Miller asks a question. Why does WWE rely on TNA cast-offs? Why don't they make their own stars? Well, I've said this in my previous video, because they can't make their own stars. Who was the last star that the WWE made? John Cena. bro, nobody's nearly as over as John Cena is. And like I said, I call it down the middle, bro. I'll admit it, he's over as fuck. John Cena is a legit wrestler. He's exactly what these midgets aren't, you know? And he's gonna be better than they'll ever be. John Cena's a real man, not these little fucking midgets, bro. They can't create stars, bro. It's like they forgot. They think that these little flips and flops and million spots in a match is what's going to get people over. They don't realize what really gets people over. Watch a TNA Impact show, bro. See how talent's developed. A talent like Eli Drake, EC3, The Decay, man, Jesse Goddard's, Grado. Look at fucking talent being developed, bro. That is how you do wrestling. So they got to steal TNA stars, bro. They'll use whatever money they get from the network. I mean, there's a lot of schmucks in this group even that pay the $9.99, or rather their mamas pay the $9.99. But so they have revenue, you know, they definitely have revenue. So they're going to use that money to get former TNA stars. Should I say former washed up TNA stars? Aries, Rude, 2008 bitches. So fuck that shit. So these TNA cast-offs are going to come in and they're going to try to recreate TNA from 2008. Bitch, if you want to watch TNA circa 2008, watch it on the TNA network for $19.99. Because a premium company deserves a premium price. I like the $9.99 shit. Only fake shit should be $9.99. Our next question comes from Steve-O J. Is TNA going to buy out UFC? If so, will there be a merger, or will UFC just dissolve into TNA? Of course TNA is going to buy UFC. Unlike the WWE Entertainment, UFC is actually a good product and an entertaining product, and it generates money, baby. TNA is definitely going to buy UFC. And, you know, there might be a little cross-promotion going on, but for the most part, I think TNA is going to do the right thing and let UFC do their own thing, because they got the formula down perfectly. But as you all know, only TNA and UFC is real fighting, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did some cross-promotional clashing. That would be fucking awesome. They could call it the Clash of the Titans. Man, I'm a fucking genius when it comes to names and shit. I'm a creative motherfucker. Question from Chris, 8 out of 10 Woods. Do you think Shop TNA will release the Eli Drake Dummy Yeah button? Also, should Eli Drake's Facts of Life be a weekly talk show on Impact? P.S. Have an awesome birthday. Bro, I'm already having an awesome birthday. I smoked a blunt to the face, and I'm here spreading the message of real wrestling. So, you know, I'm doing a public service right now, but as soon as I'm done here, bro, I'm going to party like it's 1999. Oh, yeah. So, regarding your question, Eli Drake, dummy yeah? Fuck yeah. They should have a dummy fuck yeah button, too, you know? Because we're TV-14, bro. We don't do that PG shit. So, they should have a TNA fuck yeah button, as well as an Eli Drake fuck yeah button. And then, the weekly segments, yeah, absolutely should be a weekly segment. But I think instead of roasting TNA talent, because listen, there isn't really much to roast about TNA talent. We got the best talent in the world. They should bring on WWE talent. Or better yet, they should bring on fat WWE fanboys that look like Kevin Owens and roast the shit out of them all the time. Dummy, yeah. Let's see what we got going on next. A question from the TNA Pitbull, Jose Perez. Who do you see from the recent WWE releases coming to TNA, and who is the most delusional WWE fanboy right now? For the first part of your question, like I said, Sad Information Stu will be debuting really soon. So keep tuning in to Impact on Pop. TNA's popping on Pop TV. And I could care less for anyone else. I could see Sandow coming, but whatever. I don't care. We have enough talent. We don't need him. You know? And to address the other part of your question, who is the most delusional WWE fanboy right now? Man, that's a hard question, because there's a lot, and I mean a lot of fucking delusional people in this No DQ group that I'm a part of. My God, so many delusional people. But if I were to give an award to one person, it would be Mr. Potato Man from the Netherlands, Mr. Martin! Mr. Martin has a potato farm in Dutchville in the Netherlands, and he is responsible for creating tater tots and delivering them to the front door trailers of the WWE fanboys by Monday night. So, shoo, get to work, Mr. Martin. The fanboys await the tater tots! Let's see. What do we have next? Oh, Justin Rutherford. What is your favorite X Division match of all time? Bro, every X Division match was awesome. You know, and yes, these guys are shorter in stature and they do a lot of flips. But first of all, they're fighting for the X Division title. They got their own division. That's their whole shtick, their whole gimmick, is their X Division guys. They're never going to amount to anything else. And listen, there's, like I said, there is a place in every company for these little guys. But they shouldn't be on the world title picture. And they shouldn't be the focus. That's the problem with today's product. So X Division, yeah, man, there's been a lot of good matches in the X Division. But you have NXT, which is 99.9.5% vanilla midget. And now WWE are letting people like Bad News Barrett and Sandow go. And they're bringing in more midgets. They're going in the vanilla midget route to please the internet fans. You know, the internet nobodies that are insecure and are little guys themselves, you know, and maybe little and lacking in other departments, especially in this department. But they try to make these fanboys feel better about themselves by putting on a bunch of nobodies on TV that these fanboys can relate to. That is the only reason. It's 100% a conspiracy theory. The General has confirmed it. Dubby, yeah. Horace E. Abney asks a question. Why do people use ratings against a good product like TNA and never have a real argument? What do you expect from these fanboys, bro? And first of all, the ratings are popping, bro. TNA had 3 million viewers this past week. TNA's popping on Pop TV. Pop TV is the fucking hottest network on cable television. And the whole history of cable. Pop TV, bro, has quality premier programming such as Schitt's Creek and TNA Impact Professional Wrestling. We poppin', you floppin'. So, flop this, will ya? Oh, and it's funny. The next question comes from Hemp Connell, and you'll see why this is funny. Why do WWE fanboys make up and post fake ratings for Total Nonstop Action, Global Force, Impact Professional Wrestling from the TNA Patriot? Exactly. You know, Horace asks why people are using the ratings as an argument, and you just proved it, bro. You just proved that they're posting fake ratings. Of course they're posting fake ratings, bro. They're bitch boys like Meltzer, a bunch of little fuck boys posting fake ratings and fake bullshit. The only thing that's real is TNA. TNA is real wrestling. WWE is fake shit that should be $9.99. William Spiegel, the enforcer of TNA law, asks a question. Thoughts on this past week's episode of Impact? When is NXT going to go under? Impact was the greatest show in the history of wrestling, period, bar none. And that's how wrestling should be. Every episode should be better than the previous episode. That's how you know TNA is a premier show, bro. Every episode is better than the last. So that's the proof right there. Proof's in the pudding. Proof's on Pop TV. Watch on Pop. Tuesday nights. Charlie Gomez asks, what's your favorite TNA match of all time? Bram. Anything involving Bram, bro. I love Bram. Bram's a real fucking man. And he fucks WWE fanboys up the ass. In prison. Everybody lined up. When Bram was in prison, bro, the prisoners, the inmates, bro, they would line up to take turns and bend over for Bram. That's called respect, bro. That's fucking respect right there. When every single inmate, bro, gets in line to bend over for the king of hardcore, Bram. That's a real man. And that real man is the king of the mountain champion. He's on top of the mountain and on top of the world. And you're nobodies eating tater tots and pizza rolls. Oh, our next question comes from the owner of NoDQ.com and the head administrator on NoDQ forums, our supreme leader, Aaron Rift. Who should be Bram's opponent at Bound for Glory 2016? Oh, speaking of Bram, bro, listen, anybody you're going to throw in there with a real man like Bram is going to be a 5-star match. Because Bram elevates talent he's with. Do you fanboys understand that? Do you understand that concept? No, you don't. Because you just have vanilla midgets fight each other, and nobody's getting elevated. They're both getting buried. Bram, anybody, if a jobber stepped in there with Bram, bro, if the Bronx Brawler stepped in there with Bram, he would be elevated to main event status. That's Bram, bro. But rumors circulating the interwebs and the TNA offices there's a lot of chatter going on backstage. And people are saying that Bill Goldberg is going to be there at Bound for Glory to have a match with the real man Bram. It's going to be epic, bros. I can't wait. I got my buffalo wings with my hashtag Bram Glaze, and I'm ready to watch on pay-per-view for a premium price, not fake shit $9.99. A question from Dante Montgomery. Why do TNA fans say WWE steal talent when 90% of TNA roster came from WWE? What a typical WWE fanboy. Have you looked at the NXT roster lately, boy? Let me ask you that. First of all, on the main roster, you got AJ Styles, you got Doc Gallows, both, were in TNA. Doc was a member of Aces and 8. Then you got a little midget that's trying to look like Doc Gallows, okay? Then who do you got? You got freaking Austin Aries, Bobby Roode. Samoa Joe's the freaking NXT champion, bro. The last time Joe's been relevant has been 2008, you know? That's way back. Today's 2016, bitch. It's been 8 years. Our leftovers are your main event today. Pathetic. Typical pathetic propaganda bullshit. Get the hell out of here. But, as I said, the General is fair and unbiased. I give WWE fanboys the opportunity to ask me questions. But yeah, stupid questions. You'll get the answer you deserve. It's as simple as that. Joshua Halstead asks, why don't the WWE use the writer himself, Vince Russo's great ideas for Sami Zayn being a cab driver and the fat Kevin Owens being a land scraper? TNA for life. Because they're idiots and they don't understand creative mind, a creative genius like Vince Russo. These fucking idiots will never understand that. They got a bunch of monkeys running the show right now. Vince Russo's shittiest idea is better than their best idea since he left, okay? So let's just put it that way. Sami Zayn, bro, the first time I saw Sami Zayn, I'm like, this guy's a cab driver. Not because he's Arab. I didn't even know he's Arab till later on. The guy freaking wears a little cabbie hat, you know? His trunks literally look like a cab, bro. So he's driving himself to the arena every single day in a cab. And listen, that could be a good storyline, bro. You know, he's a little guy. He's a little average Joe, an average Zayn. And this could be his whole storyline. His whole life, he looked up to real men like Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Andre the Giant. This little guy, this little Zayn, looked up to these giants and said, one day I'm going to be like you. Of course he never will because he's a vanilla midget, but you say that anyway. I'm going to be like you, Andre the Giant, I promise. I'm going to be a Hulkamaniac, brother. No, you won't. But whatever. Anyway, so this is this guy's background, and he comes into the WWE scratching and clawing, and this guy is so broke that he has to drive a cab as a second job. Isn't that's sympathy right there? That's how you get the audience to sympathize with this character. Look at this guy. You know, he's a freaking cab driver. He comes here, he wrestles, he gets his ass kicked every day because he's a midget. And then he goes out after he gets his ass kicked and he drives a cab. Because he needs money. He can't even pay for his own hotel. So, that's a good storyline right there. And it's probably true. I wouldn't be surprised if it was true. I mean, he's a nobody. He's not making big bucks. John Cena's making big bucks. Roman Reigns making big bucks. The real men. Not those little kids. So that answers that. Let's see. From Vinnie Mac, now known as Vinnie Carter IV. Dear General, how much longer till WWE Queen Dixie buys Vince's crappy WWE? And will she keep that vanilla midget roster around for personal bag carriers and car valets for the high TNA rollers? Yeah, of course she will, bro. We need people to carry our bags and clean the bathrooms and shit. Ben Fowler would be a great janitor, bro. I could see it right now, him scrubbing the toilets. That's where he belongs. He's a nobody. So yeah, bro, she'll keep him around. And she's going to take over whenever she damn well wants to take over. That's our queen. I'm not going to question what she says. Alan Crow asks, happy birthday to General Isaac. Question, who would you like to see as TNA Heavyweight Champion? The real man Bram, the Destroyer Lashley, EC3, or the iconic Matt Hardy? I'm going to say the real man Bram, because nobody is more legit than hashtag BramCore. Bram is a real man. Now, we got a question from Jason Deal. Welcome back, Jason. I fucking love Jason, bro. I'm happy you're back in the group. You deserve to be in this group. So Jason Deal asks, obviously the top real men are Bram and EC3. Where would Eli Drake rank in the real man status? I'm guessing fairly close behind Bram and EC3. Bro, they're on top of the mountain, but he's literally like right underneath the mountain, bro. He's got his freaking hiking gear and he's got his picks in, and he's literally reaching his hand. He's right there, you know? But he's underneath. No, nobody's more legit than Bram, bro. Bram's a real man. EC3 is the equivalent of Bram. But Eli Drake, just a little underneath. But he's going to get there. He will get there. He's legit. Tyson Robinson asks, how much weed do you recommend smoking when watching wrestling? Well, that depends. What are you watching? If you're watching Total Nonstop Action Global Force Worldwide Impact Professional Wrestling, you don't need to consume any drugs of any sort because TNA itself is the most exciting and addictive drug of all. A show full of heart-pumping adrenaline. You don't need a drug for that. However, if you're watching Monday Night Raw, I recommend about half an ounce to start for the first hour. You know, maybe another half for the second, if you even make it that far, bro. Fuck, I'd put a bullet through my head if I had to sit through that whole shit. So, that's how much weed I recommend. From Charlie Gomez, do you like any wrestler from the WWE Entertainment? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Only one. Roman Reigns. You fanboys are booing this guy who's a future legend and already a 3 or 4 time champion. A guy who's a legit ass-kicking machine, a badass, and you're booing him because you can't relate to him, because you know he can take your bitch anytime he wants to. You guys should be on your knees sucking his dick at this very moment, because Roman Reigns is the best you're ever going to get. Now let me tell you something, fanboys. Roman Reigns is going to be around for a very, very long time, and you better believe that. So yes, Roman Reigns is somebody I like from the WWE. Matt Reed, the TNA Shinigami, asks, which vanilla midget to you has been the biggest embarrassment in professional wrestling? Oh, I'm going to say Sami Zayn or Ben Fowler, bro, because, you know, their fan base is really what makes them worse than they are. Because they're shit, you know, no doubt they're shit. There's no way for me to sugarcoat that. But their fan base, bro, their fan base are fucking nuts. They're worshiping these guys. They're marking out for this guy putting body paint, bro. Jeff Hardy's been doing that forever. And he's in TNA, so watch TNA on Pop. It's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Felicio Torres. Happy birthday, General. Who is the best wrestler in the world? Well, let me tell you something, brother. Hulkamania's the greatest wrestler of all time. What you gonna do, Jack? What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother? Does that answer your question? TNA legend, bro. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Oh, here's a question. Question from Sandra Devantis. A girl who, by the way, the past couple of weeks has been stalking the TNA General. Just to put that out there. I have a few questions. The main question, Isaac, is about you and Vinnie Carter IV. It is well documented in No DQ about your love affair. You two have been together through thick and thin, the General and the Sergeant at Arms. What I want to know is who approached who. How did this beautiful relationship start? How many hearts did he send to you before you sent one back? You know, stuff like that. Details make a great love story. So obviously Sandy, can I call you Sandy? I'm going to call you Sandy. So Sandy here obviously is being a little sarcastic, you know, with her questions. She's been very playful. She's been trying to flirt up the General and trying to bring me over to that vanilla midget side. But babe, that's not going to happen. And let me tell you the history about me and Vinny. So about 1.5 years ago, when the TNA Soldier movement was just a little grassroots movement getting started, this guy Vinny, asked a question on the thread, and he asked me, is NXT worth watching? People have been talking about it. Should I be watching that? I'm like, bro, don't watch that fake shit. Don't watch that fake vanilla midget shit. That shit is the minor leagues, bro. TNA's the big leagues. Watch TNA on Pop. And Vinny said, you know what? You're right. I'm going to watch TNA on Pop. And that's how he became my Sergeant at Arms. And yes, Vinny's my boy. But I assure you, I do not swing that way. A couple of days ago, this guy by the name of Miles Hubbard tried to slander the TNA General by posting some Photoshop bullshit. And this guy literally went and stalked my Twitter account and my Facebook history going back 2 or 3 years. So, little creepy dude, but whatever. I understand the fascination. People gravitate towards the General. I understand that. So I'm willing to let it slide. But Miles, I'm sorry, I don't swing that way. You, on the other hand, Sandy, Uh, you've been watching NXT for a long time, from what I hear from your friend Bev. And yes, Bev is a friend of the TNA General, a very close friend of the TNA General. So she tells me that you watch the NXT Vanilla Midget Entertainment. And Sandy, sweetie, I understand that those little vanilla midgets cannot satisfy a woman such as yourself, a fine woman such as yourself. Let me assure you that there is an open house, and you have an open invitation, babe, whenever you damn well please. Come hit up New York City. The General will be waiting. Let me show you what total nonstop action is really all about. So that makes that our last question comes from Jacob Mitchell Laub, the director of Butthurt. Do you see the WWE fanboy fuckasses ever opening their eyes to real wrestling? Listen, fuck these fanboys, bro. I don't give a shit about these damn fanboys. But Sandy, you are my personal project. The General has taken a very keen interest in you, and I shall help you make the transition from the little nobody vanilla midgets that cannot satisfy a woman like you and show you what total nonstop action's all about, darling. So, with that being said, this has been a very long episode and a special birthday edition of TNA Q&A. Follow the TNA General right here on YouTube. The more you spread the message and the more videos you watch, like, share, I will keep making more videos and dropping more real wrestling knowledge on your fanboy asses. And the TNA Soldiers, of course. Join my other group, TNA Soldiers, for real wrestling discussion. Follow me on Twitter at Isaac51290. That is me on Twitter. Big news, we are having episode 2 of the TNA Soldiers podcast this Saturday. I will be live streaming it with a couple of TNA Soldiers. We will be discussing TNA, of course. We will also be discussing WWE entertainment in more detail, as well as entertaining topics, movies, music, and whatever the fuck we feel like talking about. So I will post a live link to that. And follow General 420 over on YouTube. Guys, watching on YouTube that are not part of the group, join the No DQ group so you can ask and submit real questions to the TNA General. I'm going to go smoke 2 more blunts now, and then I'm going to pass the fuck out. Sandy, hit me up with them digits, babe, alright? General 420 out.